Hi, hello, lower to the province. A video edition of the fifth quarter from BC Place Stadium. Saturday night where the regular season ends in emphatic fashion for the BC Lions. They defeat the Montreal Alouettes and beat them badly. 43-1, the final just over 35,000 in the stands on a remarkable night for the Lions as they clinch first place and a spot in the West Division final 2 weeks from tomorrow here at BC Place. The story of the game, well, Travis Lulay probably is where a good place to start. 4 touchdown passes matching a career high. Andrew Harris, 3 touchdown receptions. That is a career high for Andrew Harris. And the Lion defense just dominating the Montreal Alouettes, who really had nothing in response to the loss that the Winnipeg Blue Bombers suffered at the hands of the Calgary Stampeders, therefore giving the Owls an opportunity to take first place in the East, but they had nothing. Anthony Calvillo, unofficially, 9 for 17 passing, 63 yards. I don't know that there has been too many performances where the all-time leader in passing yardage had that few yards and played 3 quarters or thereabouts of the game before the Alouettes basically put up the white flag. Geroy Simon led the way offensively, 5 catches, 107, and it looked for a time like he might get Milt Steagle's all-time yardage record tonight. Even Geroy said in the game he started to think about it once the game got out of hand, but he was also thinking more about injury. And, well, he might think that because it wasn't that much later. And Travis Lulay suffered what he said after the game was a Charlie horse. He said that it's a classic Charlie horse, which means it'll probably bother him for a few days. But with the Lions, of course, now having 2 weeks of rest, rather, there's nothing to think off the top that he won't be ready to go. Although it certainly gave the Lions and their coaching staff, I dare say, a bit of a scare, needless to say, as to why he was still in there at that point of the game. No other injuries that you could determine in the Lion locker room after the game. Just a lot of high-fives and justifiable pats on the back after a very remarkable performance. 43-1, the final. BC beats Montreal, and they finish in a 3-way tie but own first place in the West Division. They'll have 3 or 4 days off. I think they'll go back to practice next Friday. That was the unofficial talk Wally Buono was talking about before the game, so we'll see what their schedule is going into their next football game. Fifth quarter from BC Place Stadium. Brian Wawershan will be around here on the weekend with his thoughts, and we're sure looking forward to hearing what you have to say on the blog.